Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're going to be taking a look at Meerkat, right? So I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this one correctly. This is a member request, right? Only channel members, those who've joined the membership by clicking the join button, are the ones who are able to request, right? Project reviews such as this one, right? So if you're interested in that, and also tons of other educational content on how to actually make money in crypto, right, in the safest way possible using real money. We actually use real money in the 2x challenge that we have for the members. Join the membership program, right? And you get a tons of perks. So let's take a look at Meerkat. Is it legit or is it a scam? So this is a pre-sale that is just hatched out of the egg, right? So we're going to be going through it, and we're going to be actually ascertaining whether it's legit or it's not. First thing first, I do see here there are some exchanges. They're saying exchanges and audit partners. I don't know what that statement means, right? They're saying they've already applied to CoinMarketCap. Be very careful. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko means nothing, right? We covered in 2021 tons of projects back in the day. Projects usually actually used to go to CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko to actually attract investors that they were going to scam. So a CoinMarketCap listing and a CoinGecko means absolutely nothing. Anyone can actually list a coin on CoinMarketCap, right? It's not that difficult. So don't be baited by a CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. I'm not talking specifically for Meerkat, but I'm just talking in general. It basically means nothing, right? Cetic, Bitmart, and all these other places, I don't know why they're putting a Bitmart here or these exchanges. Do they have pre-agreements to be listed already? Like once they go to, when it launches, is it going to launch on these exchanges? Right, that will be something that we're interested in knowing, right? I tried to go through the white paper to actually try to see exactly, I cannot really see information about the listing, right? So we can even try to search here about the listing to see if they have pre-agreements. I cannot see any sort of like pre-agreements that they have about the listing, right? I could not see. So I'm not exactly sure why they have Bitmart in here. So be careful. Some projects will just put logos of other exchanges on here, right, to try and bait you to think, oh, they are going to be listed on Bitmart and so on, right? But we just don't know yet. This is in the pre-sale. So the next thing that we want to talk about is obviously the amount that is raised. They've only raised about 26,000, right? So this is a major red flag for me. Why? Because let's go to their X page, right? So if you go to their X page, they are claiming to actually have one thing first. Another red flag is they have a golden check mark, right? Golden check marks on X are given to organizations, right? And there's a whole bunch of papers that you need to submit and so on. So this tells me that this page was actually repurposed. It looks like this page was repurposed. It was a page of something else. They deleted all that content and then now they repurposed it for this pre-sale. Because if you go back, the first post is on January 28th. Small but mighty, the Meerkats are taking over, right? And it's all about Meerkats. And you see here they're talking about February 27th, Meerkats taking over. The barrel moves fast, Meerkats is just getting started. Listing confirmed on this, survivor of the strongest. I don't even know this exchange, right? Never ever put your money in exchange that is not part of the top, at least top 10, right? On CoinMarketCap. If it's below that, you need to ensure that you do research. And if you're a channel member, you can actually make a request for me to look at, to do a legitimate check on an exchange that you're not sure about if you want to use that, right? So you need to be extremely careful about that. So they're saying here when it comes to the listing, so what are the dates for listing on let's take a look at this one, because we just want to see exactly what they're talking about launching. So both the DEX launch and sex listing are scheduled for April 2025 according to the roadmap Meerkat's white paper. Can you provide more details? What happens? I want to see about the sex listing, because we are seeing it right here that they've got Bitmart and this other exchange, right? And we want to see exactly an answer could not be found for your question. You could try rephrasing. You see, so there is no information about it. So why are you putting the logo on here, right? I'll be interested to know that. That's something that I'm definitely interested to know. So don't be baited by seeing logos right on their page. The 26,000 is a major red flag. First of all, like I said, it's a golden check mark, which is given exclusively to legitimate companies that have been verified. This is just a website. At this stage, it's a pre-sale. It's just a website where people are putting their money in, hoping to make something at the end of the day. So the fact that they've got a golden check mark and they've only raised 26,000, that's a major red flag, which shows that this page or this account, X account, has been repurposed, possibly even renamed, right? So you need to be careful, unless if X has actually made it so easy to just get a golden check mark. I'm not sure, but that's something that you need to check, right? You need that's a red flag for me. And the other thing in connection with this is they're saying they've got obviously 14,000 followers. We know that there's no way you're going to have 14,000 followers and only have collected 26,000. By the time you have like 14,000 followers, you need to have passed the million, even 2 million mark. And when you go to Telegram, right, on Telegram, they claim to have 5,000 people on the group and about 1,000 online, right? Even some of the bigger pre-sales, it's difficult to have 1,000 people online at the same time, right? So that shows that these numbers are fabricated and possibly they are bots, right, that they are using. So this doesn't really instill a lot of confidence. It's called fake social proof, right? You're just trying to make the project look more, there's more engagement than what it already is, right? How can you have 1,000 people on people? You know, the thing is, when people join a pre-sale, right? A lot of people are going to follow the project on X, and some are going to join Telegram, right? The ones who really want to know what's going on with the project are the ones who are going to join Telegram. And the rest of the people will just, okay, maybe you follow on X. Some will not even follow. You just go on the website, see what's going on. And what is a major red flag here, right, is that how can you have 5,000 people, right, that are on your Telegram and only have collected 26,000 in the pre-sale, as you see here, right? Only 26,000. This shows a major red flag, because let's just assume that only everyone who's on Telegram, all those 5,000 people, have invested about $50, right? That would mean they should have raised at least 250,000. But we do know that not everyone is going to invest $50. Some are going to invest 10,000. We've seen people who've invested 500,000, 1.5 million in some of these projects. Yes, this has just started, but if you're claiming to have 5,000 people that are on Telegram, let's just assume on average, evening out those who invest huge and those who invest small, to say, let's say everyone has invested $200, right? So if everyone has invested $200 multiplied by 5,000, that's 100,000. That's like that's 200 multiplied by 5,000. That's 1 million already, right? So when you have 5,000 people in a Telegram channel, you need to have at least 1 million already raised, or even 500,000, right? So those numbers are not instilling confidence at all, right? So those are the red flags that I'm seeing already when it comes to the social proof, right, and all that. So talking about the pre-sale itself, right, another red flag has to come with the promised APY, right? They are talking about 300%, right? They stake now and get 300%. You know, this staking forms the pillar of multiple scams, because once you have bought into the project, you've given them your money. When you stake, you've given them the tokens. And what is worse about this project is when you actually go, let's just go back here and we go to the to the tokenomics. Everyone who stakes during the pre-sale, there's going to be a 15-day lock period. So this means when this thing actually launches, possibly for 15 days, which is half a month, you're not going to be able to get access to your tokens, and you're just going to be watching the price dropping from the price you bought in the pre-sale. This is a story that we've seen again and again and again, right? So for those who are channel members, those who have joined the membership, or those who have been with the channel for a long time, you know we don't buy pre-sales, right? We do have a pre-sale strategy, a strategy for buying pre-sale for channel members, right? That's a specific strategy that you have to execute and make sure that you check all the parameters, right? It is available here on the for members to watch. So if you're a member, you're interested into that, We call it the PBO strategy. That's something that you can actually go and check, right? Let's just click on the members videos here. So we have what we call the PBO strategy. Let me just check this video right here. So if you're a channel member, go and check out this video, the PBO strategy. This is the only strategy that, according to the information that I've seen, where it's worth it to buy a pre-sale. And you will see that we discuss everything in this video, right? But you have to join the membership to watch it. Buying in a pre-sale, 99% of the time you're going to lose money. The best thing that can happen is you break even. You lose nothing, you gain nothing, right? But in most of the cases, you're going to lose money. For example, one of the projects that we cover, Wepe, people lost like 50. Those who sold like soon after launch, they were able to at least, they only lost maybe 40%. Those who waited lost 50%. Now it's more than 80%, right? So it's not worth it to buy during the pre-sale at all in most of the cases, right? So this 300% that they are promising right here is extremely suspect. Even if it was legit, right? 300% is just crazy, right? There is no financial institution that gives 300%. Banks, you might get like 8%, right? And banks, for example, if you put $1,000 into a bank, they will promise you 6% because they take your $1,000 and loan it to somebody else, charge that person maybe 12%, even more. So they're getting 100% return and they give you 6%, right? This project, where is it generating income such that they're able to give 300% to the early investors? The hope for you for this to mean anything at all will be this pre-sale will be under the radar. Nobody really knows about it. And then a lot of some investors buy it, they stake, and then when it launches, for some reason, it explodes on the crypto market. And those people who came in early, right, will benefit from all these people who are coming in now because they've got a bunch of tokens. But that's like 0.001% of the projects that would do anything like that, right? So definitely buying during the pre-sale is not something that I would definitely recommend, right? But if you're talking about post-pre-sale, anything can go up post-pre-sale, right? Because first thing first, you want to see that the price point of the pre-sale is supported. In this case, the current price is 305, right? We're in phase one, right? And it's 305, and of course you're going to be seeing the price increase and all that coming in. So let me know. This is my review for this one, right? The red flags that I'm seeing, especially when it comes to the engagement, right? The social proof that they are creating here, it doesn't instill a lot of confidence for me, right? And also the fact that they are launching on Ethereum, right? That's what we have seen. Scammers love to launch on Ethereum because of high gas fees, right? So immediately, if you're going to invest $50 into this pre-sale, that $50 is already gone because just claiming this thing is going to cost you about $150, right? We've seen this with multiple other pre-sales. Legitimate pre-sales are going to launch on chains that are not going to be so super expensive, right? They'll launch on Ethereum maybe, but they will launch also on other cheaper chains as well. But this one is saying collecting money, no problem. We can collect your money in BNB, Solana, but we're going to launch on ETH. Why? It acts as a deterrent for actually selling or claiming your tokens and selling. It acts as a deterrent. That's why they choose Ethereum, right? So be extremely careful with this one. For me, there are just way too many red flags. If you want to get involved, wait until this thing launches. See if it's able to support this price point for a week or 2 weeks after it is launched, right? And if it does, you will be able to get involved. And if it's going to explode, like for example, if talking about Shiba Inu Pepe, when that thing launched, those tokens launched, 1 week, 2 weeks after it is launched, you were able to still buy it at pre-sale price or even cheaper a little bit. But guess what? It still exploded after that. So once this thing is launched, you're still able to evaluate the price movement and all that, and you're still able to buy, and you've got your tokens in your wallet. You don't need to worry about being blocked, being stuck in staking for 15 days, for 2 weeks, and all sorts of issues that come with claiming and all sorts of scammy things that happen. So this is my review for this one. Let me know. What do you think? Right, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.